In business and marketing, there's a phrase you probably wouldn't expect, and it's choose violence. So what does this mean, and is it what you expect? This is a fantastic question. I'm Sylvan coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales, growth, opportunity, maximization, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Haleiwa, Oahu, one of my favorite places on earth. So this phrase, choose violence, is not what you're expecting, right? I first heard this from a guy named Ryan Deiss probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. Then I heard it again from Alex Hermuzzi about 18 months ago. And so I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and then I'm going to share with you how you can use this phrase and this concept to your advantage to get ahead in your marketplace, okay? So let's say that you are a marketing manager and you're like, okay, I want to build out a 100-day calendar of content. And I'm going to start January 1st. I'm going to go to about April 10th. That's about 100 days. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the content that I'm going to do, and we're just going to build that calendar. So you have opportunities. You got things like Facebook, you got YouTube, you got Pinterest, you've got Instagram, you got TikTok, and then you got like all the subsidiaries of all these platforms of things you could do. You got your website, you got blogs, you got podcasts. And so one thing that I could do is like, you know what? I'm just going to put up one Instagram photo every single day for a year with a caption. Okay. That's a good strategy. It's not the only strategy. It's not a marketing mix. And I could just say for 100 days in a row, I'm going to put up one post on Instagram. But if I hear this term, choose violence, and I'm like, okay, what would Ryan Deiss or Alex Hermuzzi tell me, or Scott Sylvan tell me? Choose violence would be this. I'm going to do 3 Instagram posts a day. I'm going to do 2 reels a day. I'm going to do a podcast a day, 2 YouTube videos, a Facebook post, and a blog post. And then when you start taking a look at like that max output that you're putting in, and you're putting that effort in, your competition's not going to do it. Now, there's a couple, don't get me wrong, as of today, we have this thing called AI. You might have heard of it. We got AI, and AI makes this a whole lot easier. And this is the second part of the video that you definitely want to pay attention to, because you can go to AI and build a prompt and say, I want you to act as a marketing manager and build a prompt for me, and you're not going to say choose violence, just so you know, for me to beat the marketplace. And so I want you to create, thresholds, designs, concepts, strategies. I want you to build me a style guide, and I want you to go to town. And what AI will do will just go, yes, sir, game on. And so you do this for Instagram, you do this for Facebook, you do this for your blog post, you do this for your use something like Opus Clips to make your shorts or your reels. Shout out to Opus Clips. I'll put in a promo code down at the bottom, or an affiliate code. I might get paid so I could buy some more TNC surf shirts, whatever it takes. But your job, your role, your responsibility is to spend a day and build out a map, build out a calendar, and say, what does my competition do? If your competition does 3 things a day, how much harder is it for you to do 6, 12, 18? I'm going to share with you right now, I'm on what I'm going to call a violence run. I'm on 100 days of posting, 100. I started 10 days ago, right? I started by launching 12 podcast episodes. So for me, I'm gonna give you my violence map, as I'm gonna refer to it as. I do 2 LinkedIn posts a day. I do 2 YouTube videos a day. I do a podcast a day. I do a Pinterest. I do a Facebook update, at least on my business page and on my personal page. Right? I've gone to town, and so I figured out that by me doing this, the amount of content that I'm putting out in a short-term period is the equivalent of what it would take for 4 full-time people to do, but I'm using AI to my advantage. Okay, just so you know, it's me plus AI, right? I brought a friend to the party to choose violence. So I'm just going to share with you, you have all the skills, talents, and capabilities to build out content and to get help. At this point, I have over 4,000 YouTube videos, okay? So for creating content for me, super easy, simplistic. If you're just getting started on the journey, I highly encourage you to use templates, ideas, concepts, strategies to your favor, so that you're not having to take as much time. 4,000 in the beginning, when I started on YouTube in 2010, 2011, one of the things that it would take for every minute of video that I shot, it would take 6 minutes of production, okay? So when you start thinking that a 3-minute video is 20 minutes of work by the time that you edit it and you put all this work in, now AI will do that for you. You literally upload the clip and it spits the thing out for you edited, right? You go to your favorite Grok, Perplexity, Manus, ChatGPT, Claude, llama, whatever happens to be out there, and you give it its command. I mean, literally, I drove from Kaneohe, which is about 45 minutes over here, to Haleiwa, and in that time, I let my phone run, and I was letting it go, and it was creating content for me as I was driving. I wasn't looking at my phone, just so you know, heads up, shout out to responsibility. But if you're going to choose violence, like, how much time does it really take you? In 1 hour of my day, I probably have more output than 2 people working full time. But then again, I'm using AI to my advantage to choose violence. There you go. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.